My dear child, I know that you have already faced moments when you felt that someone hates or rejects you. These moments can hurt deeply and make you doubt yourself and your worth. But today, I want to remind you of something very important. You are deeply loved by me. Other people's hatred does not define who you are, and the rejection you feel cannot diminish the value I have placed on you since the day I created you. I understand that the harsh words or cruel actions of others can make you feel small or unworthy. But here's what you need to know. Those attitudes come from a place of pain in their hearts, and they do not have the power to change what I see in you. I made you with a purpose, and no negative feelings from others can erase that. If you believe your worth comes from God and not from others, right? I am loved by God now. When someone seems to hate or reject you, the pain can spread quickly, like a wound you cannot ignore. But remember, my healing is faster and more powerful than any wound that hatred can cause. I want you to know that even in the midst of rejection, I am by your side, offering comfort and peace. Allow yourself to feel my presence even in your darkest hours. If you feel this presence now, right? I feel the peace of God, and let this certainty fill your heart. There are times when another person's hatred seems insurmountable, but know this, their hatred is not a reflection of who you are, but of their internal struggles. Perhaps they don't understand what they are going through, or maybe they are responding to pains they have carried for a long time. This does not make it fair or right, but it may help you see that this hatred is not your burden to carry. Instead of letting this feeling weigh you down, I want you to place this burden in my hands. Tell me how you feel. Talk about the pain and the fear. I am here to listen and help you find relief. If you are ready to give these feelings to God, right? I give my pain to God and allow me to take care of what you don't need to carry alone. When someone mistreats you, it is natural to want to defend yourself or return the pain they caused you. But today, I am calling you to something deeper, something transformative, to respond to hatred with love. I know it is not easy, and I know it often seems impossible. But it is on this path that you will find true freedom. Loving those who hate you does not mean accepting abuse or allowing yourself to be hurt, but it means not letting their hatred dominate your heart. When you choose the path of love, you are choosing peace for yourself. Hatred is like a poison that only affects the one who carries it. But love heals, both you and those around you. If you believe in the power of love, right? I choose love and declare this over your life. I want you to know that when you choose to love, I give you the strength to do so. I am not asking you to do it alone. I am here, walking alongside you, giving you the ability to forgive and move forward. Forgiveness is not forgetting what happened, but it is freeing yourself from the bitterness that can consume your heart. And as you free yourself, you make room for joy and peace. Every time you love, even when it is difficult, you are reflecting my love to the world. And this has a power you may not even realize. The person who hates you may never expect kindness in return. It may disarm them, it may be the spark that ignites a change. But even if it changes nothing in the other person, it will change something in you. You will feel lighter, freer. If you are ready to forgive, right? I choose to forgive and let this act bring healing to your heart. Sometimes, loving those who hate you feels like a battle. But remember, this battle is not yours to fight alone. I am fighting with you and for you. I am clearing the path ahead of you, preparing your heart for the blessings that come when you walk in love instead of resentment. The road of hatred is dark and leads nowhere, but the road of love is full of light, even on the hardest days. My child, when hatred strikes you, it is easy to feel as if the ground is opening beneath your feet. But I want you to know that I am your solid foundation, your unshakable rock. The rejection of others cannot knock you down if you are firm in me. My peace, which surpasses all understanding, is your refuge. Take a deep breath and feel my peace. Close your eyes and imagine me by your side, protecting you from every storm around you. Nothing can hurt you when you are in my arms. And that is exactly where you are right now, protected, loved, and safe. If you feel this security now, write "I am safe in God's arms" and let this truth strengthen you. You don't need to respond to other people's anger. You don't need to justify yourself or fight to prove your worth. Your worth does not come from the words or actions of those who hate you. It comes from me. You are my beloved child, and that is enough. No one can take that away from you. The peace I give does not depend on what is happening around you. It is rooted in the fact that I am your refuge, always. If you believe that God is your refuge, write "God is my fortress" and allow this truth to bring you calm. Remember, every time you feel the weight of rejection, you can come to me. I am always listening, always ready to receive and restore you. No matter what the world throws against you, my peace is available to you at any moment. You just need to turn to me and ask. I am here, ready to calm you, ready to sustain you, ready to guide you. My beloved child, I know that forgiving someone who has deeply hurt you may seem like a difficult, even impossible task. When someone hates or rejects you, the pain can be so great that you feel paralyzed, trapped by that hurt. But today, I am asking you to take a step of faith, a step toward freedom. Forgiveness is not for the one who hurt you, but for you. Forgiveness frees you from the chains of hatred and resentment. I know you may think, but they don't deserve my forgiveness. And maybe, in the eyes of the world, they really don't. But you, my child, deserve peace. You deserve to live without carrying the weight of bitterness in your heart. When you choose to forgive, you are choosing to let go of the chains that tie you to the past and allowing my love and peace to enter your heart. If you are ready to experience the freedom of forgiveness, write "I choose to forgive" and take this step of faith. Understand that forgiveness is not a feeling that appears overnight. It is a decision you make, and I will be with you every step of the way. When you forgive, you are not saying that what happened was right. You are saying that you trust me to deal with the injustices, and that you will no longer let it steal your joy. You are placing in my hands what you cannot change. Each time you forgive, you become freer. Forgiveness is like a key that unlocks the doors of your heart, allowing you to live in complete freedom. And I promise you, my child, that as you forgive, I will be restoring what was broken, healing the wounds that were made, and bringing peace where there was pain. If you believe that God can restore your heart through forgiveness, write "I trust in God's restoration" and allow this trust to guide your path. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. When you forgive, you are saying that you will no longer let pain dictate the course of your life. You are taking back control of your life, placing this situation in my hands, and allowing my justice to prevail. And when you do this, you will be creating space in your heart for greater things, for joy, for peace, and for the blessings I have reserved for you. Son, I know it is not easy to walk in love when those around you treat you with indifference, contempt, or even hatred. But it is in this exact moment that the true power of love can be seen. Love, when given in the face of adversity, has a transformative power that the world cannot understand. You, my child, are called to this love, to shine where there is darkness, and to bring peace where there is conflict. I never said it would be easy. But I promise you that as you choose to love, even in difficult times, I will empower you. I am not asking you to love alone. I am with you, filling your heart with my love, so that you have the strength to love others, even when they don't deserve it. And remember, this love does not come from you, but from me, flowing through you to the world. If you desire to walk in God's love, write "I choose to love as God loves" and make this your daily prayer. When you love, even in the face of hatred, you are following the path I walked. Do you remember when I was on the cross? Even in that pain, I chose love. I chose to forgive. I chose to give everyone a second chance. And that is what I call you to do, to love, forgive, and live in peace, regardless of what others do. Do not let hatred or anger drive you away from the path I have prepared for you. Walking in love is a process, and there will be difficult days. But it is on those days that I will be closest to you, holding your hand and reminding you that you are not alone. When the world pushes you to react with anger, remember that I am your strength. When others' harsh words try to wound you, remember that I am your protection. No matter what others do, you can always choose love. If you believe that God's love is your strength, write "God is my strength" and declare this over your life. I have called you to be different. You are not of this world, you are mine. And because you are mine, you have the power to live in a way that the world does not understand. The love I place in your heart is a reflection of the love I have for you. And as you walk in that love, the people around you will begin to notice. Even those who reject you will see something different in you, something they cannot ignore. My child, rejection hurts. I understand that because I too was rejected. Many turned their backs on me, did not believe in my words, and even crucified me. But I never let that rejection define who I am. I know who I am in the Father, and that is all that matters. Today, I am calling you to do the same. Do not let others' rejection define who you are. Rejection has no power to stop you unless you allow it. You are much more than the opinions or actions of those who do not understand the value you hold. I created you, and I know who you truly are. When others don't see it, nothing changes. You are still my creation, and I love you with an unfailing love. Do not let others' words or attitudes place a weight on your heart. If you believe that God values you above any rejection, write "God values me" and receive this truth in your heart. When you experience rejection, it is natural to feel alone, isolated. But never forget that I am with you. I never reject you. I accept you exactly as you are, with all your flaws, with all your struggles. And even when you feel the world has cast you aside, I am here, standing by your side, ready to lift you up and strengthen you. I see what others do not see. I see your heart, your kindness, your desire to do good. Do not let others' disdain extinguish the light I have placed inside you. Keep shining, keep believing in who I have called you to be. Rejection cannot stop you because I am with you every step of the way. If you trust that God is with you, even in rejection, write "God is with me" and feel my strengthening presence. Each day, choose to free yourself from the weight of rejection. When you hold on to the pain, you are carrying something that was never yours to carry. Leave it in my hands. I am strong enough to bear any weight that tries to bring you down. You do not need to handle it alone. When you give me your hurts, I give you peace and strength in return. You can walk lighter, freer, knowing that I am taking care of everything. My child, I know that hatred can seem like an immense force, an insurmountable wall standing between you and the peace you so desire. But I want to remind you that no force in this world is greater than my power. I am the creator of the universe, and nothing, neither hatred nor resentment, is strong enough to separate you from me. When you face hatred, do not face it alone, face it with the strength I give you. The hatred you feel coming from others may seem personal, but it is often a reflection of the pain and suffering they carry. I see beyond the hatred and bitterness. I see the broken heart that often fuels these emotions. And that is why I ask you to trust me, to let me lead your steps, giving you wisdom and patience to respond to hatred with love. If you believe that God gives you strength to overcome hatred, right, I am strong in God and feel that strength flowing through you. When the world tries to crush you with negative feelings, remember that you have an infinite source of strength. Do not try to fight this battle alone. I am with you, offering the support you need to move forward. Every time you call on me, I am ready to strengthen you, ready to remind you that hatred cannot defeat you when you are anchored in me. My power within you is greater than any word or act of hatred that the world can throw at you. Every time you respond with love, even when it seems impossible, you are choosing to live by my spirit. And I will reward you for this, filling you with a peace that the world cannot understand. You will become an example of grace, someone who radiates the strength and serenity that can only come from me. If you desire to reflect God's grace and strength, right, I am a reflection of God's grace, and let this truth guide you. Remember, hatred only has power over you if you allow it. Instead of carrying this weight, give it to me. Every time you feel that someone's words or actions are dragging you down, talk to me. Let me carry the burden. I am always ready to free you from pain, to strengthen you to continue, and to fill you with love, even in the most difficult moments. Do not let hatred dominate you. You were made for something much greater. Dear child, I know that hatred and rejection can leave deep marks on your heart. These emotional wounds can seem difficult to heal, but today I want to remind you of something very important. I am the great healer. There is no emotional pain I cannot restore, no broken heart I cannot mend. I see every tear you have shed, and I am here to help you find healing for all your wounds. You do not have to carry the scars of the past forever. I call you to leave the past behind, to release the wounds and allow me to restore you. I know that sometimes the pain is so deep that it feels like it will never go away. But my love for you is even deeper. And my love has the power to heal every part of your being, bringing back the joy and peace you thought were lost. If you are ready for God to heal your heart, right, God heals my heart and give your pain to me. Healing is a process, and I will be with you every step of the way. There are days when you may feel like you are making progress, and others when old memories may resurface. But even in those difficult moments, remember, I will not abandon you. I am with you, holding your hand and guiding you toward complete healing. Every tear you shed, I collect. Every pain you feel, I feel with you. And every moment you open up to me, I work to restore you. You do not need to fully understand the healing process to trust it. Just trust me. I am working behind the scenes, turning what seemed impossible to heal into something beautiful and full of life. The pain you feel today will not last forever. I promise to bring peace to your heart and give you the strength to move forward with a light and restored heart. If you believe that God is restoring you, right, God is restoring me, and declare this with faith. Most of emotional healing comes from allowing yourself to be vulnerable with me. Do not be afraid to open your heart, to tell me about your pains, your fears, and even your doubts. I already know what you carry, but there is something powerful when you choose to trust me and open up. It is at that moment that my healing can flow most deeply. Do not hold anything back. I am here to listen and to help. Child, I know the past can be like an anchor holding you back. Painful memories, mistakes you have made, and even the rejections you have faced can trap you in a cycle of sadness and regret. But today, I am calling you to let go of that anchor. The past can no longer hold you unless you let it. I have new plans for you, new joys, and a new direction. You do not need to be stuck in what has already happened. I am a God of renewal, and I can turn what was ashes into something beautiful. Every mistake you have made, every disappointment you have faced, can be used to strengthen you and prepare you for the future I have for you. But first, you need to be willing to let go of the past and trust in what is to come. If you are ready to leave the past behind, I leave the past with God and feel the relief of that choice. Sometimes, leaving the past behind means forgiving yourself. I know there are times when you remember the mistakes you made and blame yourself for them. But I want to remind you of something very important. I have already forgiven you. When you came to me with sincere repentance, I cast your mistakes into the sea of forgetfulness. I do not need you to punish yourself anymore. Forgiveness has already been given. Now it is time for you to forgive yourself and move on. Each time you hold on to the past, you are preventing the new from entering your life. I have blessings waiting for you, but you must be willing to open your hands and let the past go. Trust that what lies ahead is much better than what was left behind. I am guiding your steps, and my plan for your life is full of hope and joy. If you believe that God has a future full of hope for you, my future is in God's hands, and trust in this promise. Remember, child, you are not defined by your past. You are defined by the love I have for you and the plans I have for your future. What happened yesterday can no longer control you. Today is a new day, full of new possibilities. Open yourself to what I have for you and allow my light to illuminate the path ahead of you. My child, I know that broken relationships can be one of the greatest sources of pain in your life. When someone you love hurts you, rejects you, or treats you with indifference, the feeling of loss can be overwhelming. But today, I want you to know that there is no relationship I cannot restore. I am the God who brings together what has been separated, who heals what has been wounded, and who restores what has been lost. I call you to trust me, even when the pain seems too great. I know there are times when you think a relationship is beyond repair, but never underestimate the power I have to transform hearts. What seems impossible to you is possible for me. Sometimes, restoration doesn't happen the way you expect, but know that I am always working for your good. If you believe that God can restore your relationships, God restores what is broken, and trust in my power to heal. In some situations, restoration begins with forgiveness. I invite you to reflect on the hurts and resentments that may be hindering healing. Forgiving is not accepting the wrong, but rather releasing your heart from the weight that this hurt brings. When you forgive, you are allowing my peace to flow freely in your life. And I know that as you choose forgiveness, I will be working behind the scenes, working on the hearts of those involved. Restoration may also mean asking for forgiveness. I know this idea may be difficult, but it is an act of courage and humility that opens doors to healing. When you choose the path of reconciliation, I am with you. I give you the wisdom and the right words. Remember, it is not about who is right or wrong, but about allowing my grace to flow and bring healing where there was pain. If you are willing to forgive or ask for forgiveness, I choose the path of forgiveness and allow this act to be the beginning of something new. You may not see immediate results, and I understand that this can be frustrating. But trust the process. I am working in every detail, moving hearts, softening attitudes, and preparing the way for restoration. While you wait, continue to trust me. Continue to pray for the person you want to restore, and hand this situation over to me. I am faithful, and in the right time, you will see the fruits of your faith. My dear child, life is full of challenges, and I know that often they seem bigger than you can bear. But I want to remind you of something important. You do not have to face them alone. I am your strength. In every difficulty, in every seemingly impossible situation, I am by your side, sustaining you. When you trust in me, you are allowing me to guide you through life's storms. You may feel that the weight of your problems is too much to carry, but I am here to help you. I never said you had to carry it all on your own. Come to me with your burdens, and I will give you rest. I am the rock on which you can lean. Even when everything around you seems uncertain, you can find security in me. If you are ready to trust God with your challenges, write "I trust in God" and give your problems into my hands. Remember, the challenges you face are opportunities for growth. Every time you trust me during a difficulty, your faith strengthens. It is like a muscle that grows stronger with every use. I know it can be hard to see the light in the midst of struggles, but know that I am always working for your good. Even when you don't understand why things are happening, I have a bigger plan. Trust that I am guiding your steps, even when the path seems dark. You are never alone in your battles. I place people in your life to support you, encourage you, and walk alongside you. Pay attention to those I place in your path. They are part of my plan to help you through difficult times. And beyond people, I give you my own presence. I am with you, always. You can trust that I will never leave you nor forsake you. If you believe that God is by your side, write "God is with me at all times," and let this truth be your comfort. With every challenge you face, you are growing in strength and wisdom. These difficult moments are not meant to destroy you, but to prepare you for the future I have for you. I am shaping your character, strengthening your faith, and preparing you for greater things. Keep trusting in me, keep walking in faith, and you will see how every challenge becomes a victory in my name. My child, I know that there are moments in your life when loneliness feels overwhelming. Even when surrounded by people, you may feel alone, as if no one truly understands you. But I want you to know that I understand. I see your heart, your struggles, and I am with you, always. You are never truly alone because I am the God who is present in every moment of your life. Loneliness is a feeling that can make you doubt your worth, but I remind you now, you are extremely precious to me. I never distance myself from you, and I am always guiding and caring for you, even in moments when you feel no one is by your side. My presence is constant, my love for you never fails, and my hand is always extended to hold you. If you believe that God is with you even in loneliness, write "God is always with me" and feel His presence strengthening you. Often, loneliness is an opportunity for you to turn to me in a deeper way. In moments of silence and solitude, I am inviting you to draw closer to me. I want to speak to your heart. I want to comfort you in a way that no one else can. I am the one who knows your deepest thoughts, your most hidden fears, and your most precious hopes. Allow me to fill the empty spaces in your heart with my love. Whatever the cause of your loneliness, I can transform it into something beautiful. I can use these moments to shape you, to teach you to trust me in a way you may never have experienced before. I am working in every detail of your life, preparing you for a future full of meaningful connections and blessings. Trust that the time of loneliness is not wasted. If you believe that God can transform your loneliness, write "God transforms everything for good," and trust that I am working behind the scenes. Remember, my child, I created you for fellowship. Not only with me, but with others as well. And in the right time, I will place the right people in your life, those who will understand you, support you, and walk alongside you. But while that doesn't happen yet, know that I am enough. My company is all you need, and in it, you will find peace and joy, even in the moments of greatest isolation. My dear child, I know that life can seem harsh at times, and joy can feel distant. But today, I want to remind you of something wonderful. True joy does not come from external circumstances, but from me. I am the source of a joy that is constant, that does not depend on the ups and downs of life. When you connect with me, you find a joy that no one can take from you. The joy I offer is not fleeting. It does not come from material things, from success, or from the achievements the world offers. It comes from knowing that you are my child, loved and protected, and that I am always with you. My joy fills your heart so completely that even in the midst of difficulties, you can feel peace and contentment. If you want to experience God's joy, write "The joy of the Lord is my strength" and open your heart to this truth. This joy is a gift I give you every day. All you need to do is accept it. It is available to you in the small things in life, in the sunrise, in a friend's smile, in the everyday blessings that are often overlooked. The more you connect with me, the more you will see these blessings around you, and your joy will grow. On dark days, when everything seems difficult, remember that my joy is your strength. No matter what the world says, no matter the circumstances, you can find this joy when you turn your heart to me. I am here, ready to fill you with a joy that transforms, that sustains you, and gives you hope for the future. If you believe that God can give you joy in all situations, write "My joy comes from God" and allow this joy to fill your heart. I made you to live in fullness, and that fullness includes joy. It is not a joy that disappears in the face of difficulties, but a joy that grows even in the storms. It is a joy that comes from knowing that I am in control, that I love you, and that my plan for you is good. Keep walking with me, and you will see how this joy will transform every aspect of your life, bringing light where there was once darkness. My child, I know there are moments when fear tries to dominate your heart. The uncertainties of life, unexpected challenges, and even worries about the future can make you feel paralyzed. But today, I want to remind you that you do not need to live in fear. I have called you to walk by faith, not by fear. I am the God who goes before you, and there is nothing you face that I have not already seen and prepared the way. Fear tries to tell you that you are alone, that you will not succeed, that things will go wrong. But I am greater than any fear. When you look to me, you realize that with my presence by your side, there is no reason to be afraid. I am your protection, your strength, and your guide. When you trust in me, fear loses its power. If you believe that God is greater than any fear, write "My faith is in God" and declare this over your life. Faith is not the absence of challenges, but the certainty that, even in the midst of challenges, I am with you. You may not see how things will work out, but I see. You may not know how you will overcome an obstacle, but I have already prepared the way. Faith is choosing to trust me, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. And when you trust me, I sustain you, guide you, and give you the strength to continue. I know that fear sometimes feels overwhelming, but I want you to remember one thing: I did not give you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. When you feel anxious or afraid, turn your eyes to me. I am here, and fear cannot prevail when you are anchored in my peace. My presence surrounds you and gives you the confidence to move forward, even when everything around you seems uncertain. If you are ready to walk in faith, write "I trust in God's plan" and let this faith guide your steps. Remember, my child, fear only has as much power as you give it. When you give me your fears, they lose control over your life. Trust me, even when you cannot see the end of the road. I am with you in every step, holding your hand, strengthening you, and leading you to victory. Walk by faith, knowing that I have already prepared everything for your good. My dear child, I know that in the midst of life's challenges and pressures, sometimes you may forget to look at the blessings that surround you. But today, I want to invite you to open your eyes and recognize the blessings I pour over you every new day. They are there, even in the simplest things. Every sunrise, every breath, every moment of joy is a blessing that comes directly from me. Blessings are not just the big miracles or the fulfilled dreams. They are in the small details of life, in the health you have, in the people I place around you, and even in the challenges that make you grow. Every day is an opportunity to see my hand at work, to realize that I am taking care of you in every detail. I am the God who provides for all your needs. If you want to recognize God's blessings in your life, write "I am blessed by God" and start counting those blessings. Gratitude is the path to a full life. When you begin to be thankful for the little things, your heart opens to receive even more. You begin to notice that, even in difficulties, I am blessing you in ways you may not have noticed before. I am always working for your good, always providing, always caring. Every moment of gratitude is a declaration of faith in my constant care. Be grateful not only for the good things, but also for the challenges. Because even in challenges, there are hidden blessings, lessons, growth, and new opportunities that you may not see yet. I am using every situation to shape you, to bless you, and to prepare you for the future I have for you. When you adopt an attitude of gratitude, you are choosing to trust that I am in control and that my blessings are constant. If you believe that even in challenges there are blessings, write "I am grateful for everything God does" and let this gratitude fill your heart. Remember, my child, I am the God of blessings. I created you to live in abundance, to experience my goodness every day. Every day is a new opportunity to see my blessings manifesting in your life. Look around. See how I am working. Trust that with every new sunrise, new blessings are waiting for you. And always remember to give thanks, because a grateful heart is always open to receive more. My child, I know that sometimes time seems to be your greatest enemy. You pray, you wait, and sometimes you feel that your answers are slow in coming. But today, I want to remind you of something very important. My timing is perfect. I see the full picture of your life, and every moment is being carefully orchestrated for your good. Nothing happens before or after the right time. Trust me, even when the wait seems long. I know that waiting can be hard. You may wonder why things are not happening at your pace or in the way you imagined. But every second of waiting has a purpose. While you wait, I am working in your heart, preparing circumstances, and shaping you to receive the blessings I have planned. Often, the wait is the process that strengthens and matures you so that you are ready when the blessing arrives. If you are willing to trust in God's timing, write "I trust in God's perfect timing" and let this trust calm your heart. I understand that you want to see immediate results. I know that the world around you pushes you toward immediacy, but my way of working is different. What I have prepared for you is good, and I am never late. Every door I open, every path I prepare, is part of a bigger plan that goes far beyond what you can see now. Trust that when the right moment comes, everything will make sense. Many times, you do not realize what I am doing behind the scenes. The wait is not inactivity. I am moving hearts, adjusting circumstances, and building the perfect stage for your next step. All of this is being done for your good, even though you cannot see it now. When you choose to trust me, you are allowing me to act freely in your life without interference from your worries or anxiety. If you believe that God is working while you wait, write "I rest in God's timing" and let this peace fill your heart. Remember, my child, the time you spend waiting is not wasted time. In fact, it is a time of growth. It is a time to strengthen your faith, learn to trust me more deeply, and prepare your heart for what is to come. I know that what you are waiting for may seem distant, but I am here, every step of the way, walking beside you. I have not forgotten you. I have not abandoned you. I am preparing something greater than you can imagine. Dear child, I know that the trials of life can seem unbearable at times. There are moments when the struggles are so intense that you wonder how you will go on. But today, I want to remind you of a powerful truth. The trials you face are not meant to destroy you, but to strengthen you. I am by your side in every battle, and I will never let you go through something you cannot handle. Trials are part of the journey, but they have a greater purpose. They shape you, teach you, and reveal the strength I have placed inside you. Every difficulty you face is preparing you for something greater. When you trust me during tough times, you are allowing me to strengthen you, guide you, and equip you. Do not fear the trials. Trust that I am with you in each one. If you believe that God strengthens you in trials, write "I am strong in God" and declare your trust in me. I know that the pain can seem unbearable at times, but know that I see every tear, every worry, every fear. And I am here, holding you in my hands, giving you the strength you need to continue. Even though the trials seem long, they will not last forever. Victory is guaranteed in my name. When you keep your faith in me, I will lead you beyond the difficulties, to a place of peace and joy. Trials also reveal the depth of your faith. They show you how resilient you are and how I sustain you. When the wind blows hard and the storm seems like it will knock you down, remember that I am with you. My peace can calm any storm, and my strength will keep you firm. No matter how difficult things may seem now, trust that I am working in your favor. If you trust that God is with you in life's storms, write "I trust God in trials" and feel the peace that comes from this trust. Every trial you face is an opportunity for me to show my power in your life. Sometimes, when everything seems lost, it is the moment when I am closest to performing something extraordinary. I promise you that the trials you face today will lead you to a future full of hope and purpose. Do not lose faith. I am in control, and in the end, you will see how every hard moment was transformed into a victory for your life. My dear child, often you may be so focused on the final destination that you forget to enjoy the journey. Life is a gift, and each day is a new opportunity to experience my joy. I know there are challenges along the way, but I want you to know that true joy does not come from the absence of problems, but from living in my presence. I call you to live with joy, regardless of the circumstances. The joy I give is different from the fleeting happiness the world offers. My joy is a constant source that flows from knowing that I am with you, guiding you, and taking care of every detail of your life. When you choose to live in my joy, you are choosing to see the beauty I have placed in each day. No matter what is happening around you, my joy can be your strength. If you desire to live in God's joy, write "I choose God's joy" and let this joy fill your heart. Often, the world around you distracts you with worries and pressures. But when you stop and focus on me, you find a peace and a joy that the world cannot offer. The joy of life is not in achieving all your goals, but in trusting that with each step, I am by your side, guiding you towards something greater. I want you to rejoice in every little moment because each moment is part of the journey I have prepared for you. You can find joy even in difficult times. Joy is not about pretending that problems don't exist, but about trusting that I am greater than any challenge. When you place your trust in me, I give you a joy that surpasses circumstances, a joy that remains even when life seems hard. This joy is proof of my love for you. If you believe that God can give you joy in any situation, write "My joy comes from God" and let this truth transform you. Life is a journey full of ups and downs, but I want you to know that the joy I offer you is constant. Every step you take is an opportunity to experience my goodness, my grace, and my love. Even on the most difficult days, I am giving you reasons to smile. Look around, see the blessings that surround you, and know that each of them is a sign of my care for you. Joy is available to you, today and always. dear child, the love I have for you is infinite and unconditional. There is nothing you can do to make me love you more, and nothing you can do to make me love you less. My love for you is a gift I give freely every day. Even when you feel unworthy, even when you make mistakes, my love remains constant. I want you to know that you are deeply loved, just as you are. The world may try to convince you that love is something that must be earned, something conditional. But my love is not like that. I love you simply because I created you, because you are mine. No matter what happens, my love will never fail. It is the foundation on which you can build your life. When you remember my love for you, all insecurity and all fear disappear because you know you are safe in me. If you believe in God's unconditional love, write I am loved by God and let this truth strengthen you. My love for you is the reason I am always by your side, guiding and protecting you. When you feel that the world rejects you, remember that I never reject you. I will always be here, ready to embrace you, lift you up, and restore you. No matter how many times you fall, I will be here to help you get back up. My love is your refuge, your fortress, and your place of rest. This love I have for you is the same love I call you to share with the world. When you experience my love, it overflows to others. Love is not something to be kept to yourself, it is something to be shared. Every act of love, every gesture of kindness, is a way of reflecting the love I pour into your life every day. If you want to share God's love with the world, write I share God's love and make this love your mission. Remember, my child, that you were created by love and for love. The purpose of your life is to live in this love, to be filled with it, and to share it with others. My love for you is the foundation of everything I am and do in your life. When you are anchored in this love, you are living in the way I always intended. You are loved, always, and nothing can change that. Trust in this love and let it be your strength every day. My child, sometimes in life, it can feel as though your path is unclear or your purpose is uncertain. But today, I want to remind you of a profound truth. I have a plan and a purpose for your life. Before you were even born, I had designed every detail of your journey. I made you with a unique and special purpose, and nothing you have experienced is by chance. You may not see the full picture right now, but trust that I am guiding every step you take. The purpose I placed in you is far greater than any obstacle you might face. Every experience, every struggle, every victory is part of the journey I am using to shape and prepare you for something great. Do not be discouraged if things are not clear right now. In due time, I will reveal everything. If you believe that God has a purpose for your life, write I trust in God's plan for me and rest in this promise. The world around you may try to tell you that you are not important or that your life doesn't hold a greater meaning. But those are lies. I made you uniquely, with talents, abilities, and a calling that only you can fulfill. Every day of your life is significant to me. Even when you think you're doing little, know that every step you take is part of the larger plan I have for you. When you align with my purpose, you begin to see life differently. Difficulties become opportunities for growth. Uncertainties become moments of trust. And moments of joy become celebrations of everything I am doing in your life. I want you to live a life full of purpose, knowing that every detail is under my control and that nothing is wasted. If you want to walk in God's purpose, write I accept God's calling and let this truth guide your heart. Remember, my child, I do nothing by accident. Every skill, every dream, and even every challenge you face is preparing you for the future I have planned. Trust in me. Continue walking in faith, knowing that I am guiding every step. When you feel confused, I am there to give you clarity. When you feel unmotivated, I am there to give you strength. Your purpose is secure in my hands. Dear child, I know there are times when hope feels distant, almost out of reach. Perhaps you have prayed for something that hasn't yet happened, or you have faced so many struggles that it seems hard to believe that better days lie ahead. But I want you to know that the hope I give you never fails. It is not based on circumstances, but on my faithfulness. And I am always faithful. I call you to keep your hope alive. When you place your trust in me, you are anchoring your hope in something unshakable. I know the winds of life can sway you, but remember that I am your rock. My promise to you is that even in the hard times, I am working for your good. Even when you cannot see, I am moving mountains on your behalf. If you choose to keep your hope in God, write "My hope is in God" and let that hope strengthen you. There are moments when the waiting is long and your patience is tested. But it is in these times of waiting that I am shaping your character, teaching you to trust more deeply in me. I see the end of the road, and I know there is something wonderful waiting for you. Don't give up now. Keep trusting, keep hoping, because I am faithful to fulfill every promise I have made to you. The hope I give you is not fragile. It is strong enough to sustain you in the darkest moments. When you feel that your faith is waning, turn your eyes back to me. I am the source of your hope. I am the one who never fails, the one who never leaves you. Every tear you have shed, I have seen. Every prayer you have prayed, I have heard. And in the right time, you will see the answers I am preparing. If you believe that God will fulfill His promises, write "I trust in God's promises" and keep that hope alive. Remember, child, hope is like an anchor for the soul. When everything around you seems uncertain, this anchor keeps you steady. I am your hope, your anchor, your guide. Keep walking with your eyes fixed on me, because the best is yet to come. I have never left you, and I never will. I am the God of promises, and I am faithful to fulfill them. My dear child, I know that the world around you can be chaotic, and sometimes it seems impossible to find a moment of peace. Worries, fears, and uncertainties can fill your mind with noise, and you may wonder, where is peace? But I want you to know that the peace I offer does not depend on external circumstances. My peace is like a calm river that flows within you, regardless of what is happening around you. The peace I give is not like the peace the world tries to offer. The world may promise peace through perfect situations or the absence of problems, but my peace goes far beyond that. Even in the middle of the storms, you can feel my peace. It is the certainty that I am in control, that I am your protector, and that you are safe in my arms. My peace is a gift I freely give to you. If you want to experience God's peace in your life, write "I receive God's peace" and let that peace calm your heart. When you feel restless, anxious, or worried, remember that you can always come to me. Bring me your concerns, your fears, and your doubts. I am always ready to listen and help you carry those burdens. I do not want you to live in anxiety. I want you to live in peace. Every time you turn to me, I am ready to calm you, comfort you, and fill you with my peace that surpasses all understanding. My peace is the solid foundation on which you can build your life. When you are anchored in me, difficulties will not shake you in the same way. The trust you have in me allows you to walk with calm, even when the road is uncertain. The peace I give you is a shield against the attacks of worry and fear. Walk with this peace every day, knowing that I am with you. If you want to walk with God's peace, write "I live in peace with God" and feel the relief of this choice. Do not let the distractions of the world steal your peace. The world will try to rob your attention, to make you think you need more to be happy, or that you need to solve everything on your own. But I tell you, rest in me. Trust that I am taking care of every detail of your life. My peace will always be available to you. When the noise of life begins to overwhelm you, close your eyes, speak with me, and I will give you rest. My child, there are so many paths ahead of you, so many choices you need to make. Sometimes, it can feel confusing to know which is the right path or if you are making the right decisions. But today, I want to remind you of something simple yet powerful. I am your guide. When you feel lost or uncertain about the future, turn your eyes to me. I know the way you should go. I promise you that if you trust me, I will guide you at every step. You don't need to know the end of the journey, just trust me to show you the next step. I am the God who lights your path, even when the road seems dark. If you stay close to me, your journey will be filled with wisdom and discernment. Every decision you make, when handed over to me, will align with my perfect plan. If you are ready to let God guide your steps, I trust in God's direction and feel the security of this choice. There will be moments when the path seems clear, but there will also be times when the road appears covered in fog, where you cannot see much ahead. In those moments, trust that I am there, holding your hand and guiding you. I don't need you to see the full picture, just to trust in my care and follow my spirit. I have already been where you are going, and I know what is best for you. Trust me with all your decisions, whether big or small. When you lay your choices before me, I give you wisdom, clarity, and peace. Even if things seem complicated, when you seek my direction, you will find answers. I am always speaking to your heart, always ready to show you the way. My voice is gentle, but if you seek me, you will always find me. If you believe that God can guide you in your decisions, I follow God's voice and open your heart to hear my guidance. Remember, my child, you are not walking this journey alone. I created you with a purpose, and every step you take leads you closer to fulfilling that purpose. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Trust that I am able to redirect your steps when necessary. All I ask is that you keep trusting in me, allowing me to guide every part of your life. The journey may have challenges, but with my guidance, you will reach the right destination. My child, the world is not just what you see. There are spiritual battles happening around you, and I know that sometimes you can feel the weight of these struggles. Doubts, fears, temptations, and spiritual difficulties can feel overwhelming. But today, I want to remind you of a powerful truth. You are never fighting alone. I am with you in every battle. I am your shield, your protection, and your defender. When spiritual forces rise against you, I am by your side, ready to protect you. No matter how great the battle, I am greater. No matter how strong the enemy seems, I am stronger. When you call on me, I surround you with my strength and equip you to overcome. Spiritual warfare can be fierce, but I am the God who has already won every battle. If you believe that God is fighting by your side, God is my defender, and declare your confidence in my protection. Spiritual battles are not won with the weapons of this world. They are won with faith, prayer, and trust in me. I have given you the spiritual weapons you need, my word, my truth, and my peace. When you stand firm in me, you are putting on an armor that protects you against the enemy's attacks. No spiritual weapon raised against you will succeed when you are with me. You may feel weary at times, but remember, I am your strength. When your own strength seems weak, I will uphold you. When you kneel in prayer, you are entering the battlefield with a force the enemy cannot comprehend. I hear every prayer of yours, and every time you seek me, I respond. Your faith is a powerful weapon. Use it with confidence, knowing that I am fighting alongside you. If you want to fight your battles with God's strength, right? My strength comes from God, and let this truth strengthen you. Remember, the spiritual battles you face are part of your journey, but you do not need to fear them. I have already given you everything you need to win them. And more than that, I am always by your side, helping you every step of the way. Continue praying, continue trusting, and know that victory is yours in my name. No matter how fierce the battle, my power is greater. I am your God, your protector, and your victory. My dear child, I know that, in the midst of life's challenges and pressures, it's easy to forget to stop and look at the blessings that surround you. But today, I want to invite you to open your eyes and recognize the blessings I pour out on you each new day. They are there, even in the smallest things. Each sunrise, each breath, each moment of joy is a blessing that comes directly from me. Blessings are not just the big miracles or the dreams fulfilled. They are in the small details of life, in the health you have, in the people I place around you, and even in the challenges that make you grow. Every day is an opportunity to see my hand at work, to realize that I am taking care of you in every detail. I am the God who provides for all your needs. If you want to recognize God's blessings in your life, write "I am blessed by God" and start counting those blessings. Gratitude is the pathway to a full life. When you begin to be thankful for the little things, your heart opens to receive even more. You begin to notice that, even in difficulties, I am blessing you in ways you may not have noticed before. I am always working for your good, always providing, always caring. Every moment of gratitude is a declaration of faith in my constant care. Be grateful not only for the good things, but also for the challenges. Because even in challenges, there are hidden blessings, lessons, growth, and new opportunities that you may not see yet. I am using every situation to shape you, to bless you, and to prepare you for the future I have for you. When you adopt an attitude of gratitude, you are choosing to trust that I am in control and that my blessings are constant. If you believe that even in challenges there are blessings, write "I am grateful for everything God does" and let this gratitude fill your heart. Remember, my child, I am the God of blessings. I created you to live in abundance, to experience my goodness every day. Every day is a new opportunity to see my blessings manifesting in your life. Look around. See how I am working. Trust that with every new sunrise, new blessings are waiting for you. And always remember to give thanks, because a grateful heart is always open to receive more.